Hi. Today I'm just going to jump into what I really want to talk about. And it's more on a spiritual level. And I understand if you're not really at this point in your life, in your journey here on earth. But for me, this is something that is very real to me and important, and something that I really want to discuss and hopefully attract other like-minded souls out there who experience the same thing and can relate to what I'm saying. So a few years ago I had an awakening, and it was a spiritual awakening. And when I woke up to the reality of my life, I realized that my entire life had been a lie, that I had been lied to. Not only lied to others about who I was because I was being a fake person and I wasn't being true to who I really was, but I had been lied to by society. All these things in my life growing up, none of it really made any sense to me anymore. And I realized that it was all an illusion, that this physical world that I see is all an illusion, and I'm an eternal being and I'm going to live forever. Even though my physical body will die, I'm going to continue on. That's just what I came to realize, is that I'm infinite, and also that I'm not of this earth. My soul originated from another planet, and I haven't quite figured out what planet yet. I'm searching for those answers inside to figure it out, where my home really is. But all I know is that I've always had an obsession with the stars and astronomy, and I just would look up at the night sky and feel so connected to the stars, and just kind of knew that there was another world out there that was much more peaceful and loving and beautiful, almost like a utopian world full of love. And I knew that that was where I was from, that is where I originated from. I am what people call a starseed. So that means that I have origins on another planet. That's where my soul originated. And I have come here to help the people on Earth to raise their vibration so that we can raise the vibration of the planet. And that way we can help to awaken those who are still sleeping. And this has been, I hate to say it, but sometimes a burden. It's a real burden that this is the truth that I've woken up to. Because it's not easy waking others up. I have tried to give love. I've tried to spread words of wisdom. I've tried to help people along their journey, but you can't really do anything. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't force them to drink. And this is the really frustrating part of being a starseed, and knowing that you have the answers to what's going on in people's lives. You have a deeper knowing of what they need to do than they actually know, or maybe they're not even ready for it, but you know what these people need to do and their struggles that they need to overcome in life, but you just have to sit there and watch them struggle. And this has happened to the people in my family. I had my awakening 2 years ago, and I thought that everyone was awake, that was part of growing up, is that you reach this enlightenment, this oneness, this truth, and then it's like you're a real person, and then you can go on living your life with everybody else who's awake. But what I realized when I woke up was that no one was really awake, that they were still sleeping. And it was the saddest thing to me, because I had such an overwhelming amount of love that I was just ready to share with the world, but no one was really ready to receive it on the level that I was willing to give it. I still, sometimes I feel like giving up. It gets really, really frustrating for me, and I go through periods of depression, and I don't know what to do. Sometimes I feel maybe there's just no one else out there that I'm ever going to meet that is like me. And it just so turns out that I recently met another starseed, and I felt like this is why I'm here. This is why I'm here, and I know what I need to do now. It was really amazing to meet somebody that I had so much in common with, and could openly express everything I'm expressing right now, and without any fears of being rejected or looked at kind of weird, because I have tried to talk to people about this, and no one really understands, except for a few people in my life. I have a few people in my life who are awake, and they understand and they get it. But for the most part, the world's asleep. And if I'm here to awaken everybody, that's a huge weight on my shoulders. But it is what I chose to do, because we all create our own reality. And obviously, if someone is in need of help, the natural human response is to help them. If you really are a good person inside, and you see that somebody's hurt, say you see an accident, a bad car accident. I mean, you're not just going to drive by and not do anything, not try to help or call 911. I mean, you get out, you stop, you go and make sure everybody's okay. And I guess seeing the bigger picture of all of this, that's what I did, and what other starseeds have come to do, is to come and help Earth, and hope that maybe we can just lead by example. That's really all that I can do right now, is just continue on loving myself and hoping that others will see that it is possible to overcome struggles in life, and that my beliefs don't have to be forced onto anybody. But if people are willing to seek answers, then maybe they'll find me somehow and talk to me. I want to help more people than I feel really want to be helped. I wish that I could save the world. I wish that I lived in a more loving place. I wish that the earth wasn't such a hostile environment, such an angry place, such a lonely place. And I came here knowing full well what I was getting into, and so many times in my life I've just wanted out. I've wanted to go back home because it was just taking on way too much. But I can't give up. I've never been one to give up. I'm a survivor, and I know that I'm gonna do it. I know that I can do it, and I feel like all the starseeds need to join forces. We all need to find each other so that we know that we're not alone, and so that we can continue helping others by staying in a high vibrational state. Because for me, I'm an empath, and so I get sucked into other people's just negative energies, and it gets really, really frustrating for me sometimes, and I have to do a lot of meditation in order to overcome it. And I think just being around other starseeds, other people who are awake, it keeps me in a higher vibrational state. So we need to join forces now. We do. We need to find each other. Send me an email if, write a message if you can relate to all of this. I would love to hear from you and to find out how you're doing on your journey. Until then, we'll see you in the next video.